I know I've been posting a lot about all the horrible things that are happening in my garden, the fungus, the diseases, but I promise it's not all bad news. There are actually so many positive things growing out here, and today I want to share the best part of my garden. My fruit trees, my top 7 fruit trees that are currently growing in my garden. And honestly, as I was walking today, I saw another tree that I didn't put on my list, but I kind of want to. So top 7 fruit trees plus a bonus tree that's doing pretty good. Let's get started. Number 1 is my June Plum tree. This is such an amazing tropical tree, and it's been thriving in my garden since day 1, since the first day I planted it. Unlike my pomegranate tree, which had to be completely trimmed back due to the disease, this June Plum has been full of life. Right now, it's covered in delicate little flowers, and the bees have been busy pollinating every single one. As you can see, many branches are already loaded with small fruits. I can't wait for them to grow bigger. I love eating the fruit when it's fully ripe and yellow because it tastes so sweet, but I also enjoy it green when it's tart, refreshing, and perfect for Florida heat. One of my favorite things about the tree is how pest resistant it is, at least in my garden. And with a heavy trim each year, the tree only seems to produce more fruit and look even healthier. Number 2 is my miracle fruit tree. It produces these tiny cute berries. This tree is truly magical. If you haven't tried miracle fruit before, it really makes sour foods taste sweet, which is why I love sharing these berries with family and friends. I recently gave my tree a trim to shape it more like a small tree instead of a shrub, which it kind of likes to grow like a shrub. Right now, it's covered in flowers and has both green and red berries. I've already enjoyed a few of the red ones, but I usually only eat 2 or 3 at a time because they really do change your taste buds. After eating them, everything tastes super sweet. For me personally, the effects last quite a while. So if I plan on eating the miracle berries, I can only have about 2 to 3 early in the morning, like 6 a.m., no later, honestly. Because if I have it at 10 a.m. and I plan on eating a burger at noon, forget about it. The burger is gonna taste sweet and I'm not gonna be able to eat it. So I can only have the berries right away when I wake up, have my coffee, have my breakfast. If it's a sweet breakfast, if it's something that I want to make even sweeter or intensify the flavor of, especially if I'm gonna have some fruit for breakfast, the fruit is going to taste amazing with the miracle berries. Because we all know if you buy fruit at the store, they taste like nothing. So you need some miracle berries to make it taste good. Pro tip, if you're going to have any other food, have the berries right away, early in the morning, and only have like 2 to 3. I'm just saying, I personally try to limit myself with the miracle berries. And of course, number 3 is my mulberry tree, and it's currently producing tiny berries after I did that heavy trim on it. Mulberries are such a underrated fruit. So good. They're sweet, easy to grow, and the birds and squirrels, they love them. Everybody in the garden is eating good when the mulberry tree is producing fruit. If you watch my mulberry tree videos, you know how much fruit the tree produces, and the berries themselves are actually pretty large. I always get more than enough, often more than I know what to do with, so I don't mind if the birds and squirrels enjoy some as well. Sharing is caring. I also give plenty away, and I love baking with the berries. Now, recently I gave the tree a heavy trim, as I do, but as you can see, the branches have already grown back and I already see little mulberries on them. Usually they're very large, but right now they're small because this is the second time they're producing this year. So I think that's why they're smaller. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I thought the tree was done for the year, but I guess not. Hey, I'll take them. I'll take the mulberries, large or small, whatever. They're delicious. And number 4, we have this lychee tree. This tree is very special. It has grown so much, and the other day I gave it the smallest trim ever, and it looks so healthy right now. I'm so excited to see all the fruit that it's going to produce this year. It's planted right next to my fig tree, which I had to heavily trim because it had scale. So gross. Ew, ew, ew. I was really worried the problem might spread to my lychee tree, but thankfully it didn't. I mean, not yet. Yay! This tree produces the most delicious fruit. Last year, I had a great harvest and snacked on it all summer long. The fruit is so fun to eat. It's easy to peel, and I love fruit that I don't have to wash. I'm so excited to see it fruit again this year, and hopefully next harvest season I'll get even more lychees. Num 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 num. And number 5 on my list are my mango trees. That's right. Not just one, but 2 mango trees. Mango season is the highlight of summer. One of the mango trees I bought at the farmer's market, so that's the larger mango tree, and the other one I grew from seed. This mango tree I bought at the farmer's market, and it has produced a good amount of fruit for us, and honestly, it's one of the best mangoes I've ever had. About a month ago, I gave it a super heavy trim, and almost everyone on TikTok said I made a huge mistake and that the tree wouldn't survive. But look at it now. It's already growing back and it looks so healthy. I like to keep the tree relatively short, not too tall, and a safe distance from the house. I definitely don't want mangoes all over my roof, so I'll continue doing heavy trims as needed. Sorry, not sorry. The other mango tree I grew from seed is thriving, but it hasn't produced any fruit yet. So I don't know. I'll be sure to share the moment I see flowers. It will literally make me the happiest girl on earth. Growing a mango tree from seed is such a cool experience because the seed itself is so interesting and unique. It's especially fun for kids and makes for great learning and science activities. So I highly recommend trying it if you have little ones. And number 6 is this avocado tree. Who doesn't love fresh avocados? Avocado and toast? Yes, please. Believe it or not, the tree is slowly but surely back into producing some flowers, and we might see avocados in our near future. I cannot wait for avocado season. A month ago, I gave my avocado tree the biggest trim I've ever done. And on TikTok, I basically had only one person being supportive of the trim. Everyone else thought I had made a huge mistake. I was actually starting to get worried about my decision to trim the tree because I've never done anything like this to my avocado tree before. But this tree is such a huge producer. I often get more avocados than mulberries. Believe it or not. I would have been so sad if I had ruined it, but I'm happy to report that the tree is doing perfectly fine. In fact, it currently has flower buds and is producing tons of new growth. Look at these little branches. Adorable, and they make me feel so much better about my decision to trim the tree. So some of you are not gonna like it, but I will have to snip some of these branches though. Yeah. The new branches that grow, I'm gonna have to just cut them off because I don't want them growing down here in the center. That's going to cause big issues for me. It's going to have flies, bugs. It's just gonna be gross again. So I'm going to just literally I'm going to just take all of them off. I'm gonna do that later to all of these. I don't want them there. I want to train the tree to grow exactly how I want it, which means no branches in the center. I want good airflow so flies and diseases don't take over. Please don't give me hate. Number 7 are my banana trees. I know, okay? I know they're not technically trees, they're plants, but I'm still gonna count them. They grow so fast and make my garden look so tropical. I just love seeing them every single morning, looking so pretty. I haven't had any bananas from these plants that were actually edible. 2 of them did produce bananas before, but they tasted awful and weren't fully mature. I didn't do things quite right the first time, but this time I'm taking better care of the plants. I've thinned them out, added more mulch, and I'm making sure that I water them on a regular basis. I really hope this time I get large, fully mature bananas that I can actually enjoy eating. Until then, I'm just going to appreciate how beautiful these plants make my garden. Now, earlier I said there's technically an 8th tree, my Barbados cherry tree. But when I just looked at it, yeah, it's doing okay, but also not really. I see some ants. I see all the gross stuff that's been happening to the pomegranate tree and the fig tree. So maybe we shouldn't count it. So let's scratch off the bonus tree because the Barbados cherry tree not doing so well. Even though there are fruit on here, I do think I need to spray it with neem oil. I'm gonna trim it a bit, wash off all this nastiness, and then spray it with neem oil. Okay, that's got to be done this week, Adela. I love Barbados cherries. They taste so good, and it hurts me to see these green cherries on the tree and these pretty pink flowers, and then the disgusting ants and all the other nastiness happening here. No. So even though I've had my fair share of struggles in the garden, like pests and diseases, and as you've seen with the Barbados cherry tree, it's not stopping. I have to think about the positive things like the other fruit trees. They remind me why I love gardening so much, because I love seeing them grow. I love seeing all the beautiful things that nature produces for us. There's nothing like going outside in the morning and picking fresh fruit from your garden. Nature is truly magical. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit subscribe and like this video and watch my other videos. I have plenty of videos on my mulberry tree and the avocado tree, the mango tree, me harvesting the fruit, as well as trimming the tree and all of my struggles. I'll try to link some of those in the description below. Let me know in the comments which fruit trees you're growing in your backyard, or which ones you would love to try to grow yourself. I actually want to try growing papaya again and guava. I had a guava tree a while ago and it didn't make it. All the diseases got to it. I just pulled it out, and then my papaya tree, or my papaya trees, really, I had, I don't know, maybe 5 trees that I grew from seed from a store-bought papaya. I still have some of those seeds and I want to try growing papaya again, so I will plant those seeds in one of my future videos and I'll just kind of show you the process. I stopped growing them after a hurricane destroyed all of the trees, because the papaya trees were so top heavy with all the fruit. The trees kind of just snapped in half with all the crazy wind during hurricane season, and after that I just stopped growing them. But I do love papayas. I honestly haven't seen papayas in stores lately, so hopefully my seeds are still viable because they are kind of old. I don't know how many years old, maybe 3. So that's something I'm looking forward to. All right, I'll see you in the next video.